Hello everyone, welcome to our Good Morning Tarot. Now, this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, you might find a message here for you. Let's try to see what is the main energy at the start of the day. Okay, you are the Magician. We have here the Magician card. And it's as if everything that you need in the journey is provided for you. You have the mental capacity, the emotional maturity, the talents and resources, the health, and the fire within to be able to accomplish what you need to accomplish. At this time also, you are highly in tune with the divine, with the universe, and you are highly creative at this moment. So if you are starting a new project right now, if you are trying to somehow re-energize a certain project or a certain endeavor, or maybe if you want to deepen a certain relationship or begin a new relationship, everything that you need for this endeavor is already provided for you. If you are on a journey, do not worry. The universe has your back and will provide for all your needs. Now let's try to see how this will further unfold. Okay, here you see here the Four of Wands. You will continue to be on fire and there is a certain sense of stability in the near future. Well, you have everything. And when you have everything and you also have the presence of the divine in your life, then everything will just lead to stable situations. So there will be celebration also, not only in your part, but also celebration among the people who are around you. For some of you, you might be meeting new persons in a wedding ceremony or something. So there might be a wedding ceremony in the near future. So if it is a relationship, you might meet somebody along the way. It can be, but somehow the main energy is that of stability, and everything seems to be sunny. As you look at the cards, all are yellow. So things are going well right now, and it will become more stable in the near future. Now, what is the advice of the universe for you? Okay, have good boundaries. Okay. It's good to have good boundaries, especially when you are very creative. When you are very creative, people will always turn to you to get things done. Here again, you see here signs of productivity and creativity. Now, I feel that you need to have good boundaries so that you will continue to perform well. So there's a need for you to have time for yourself, time for self-care. Try to balance work and rest. Try to balance also time for others and time for yourself. So have good boundaries. Now, there might be some things in the near future that will make you feel a little bit insecure. It can be past hurts or past experiences that were not beneficial or not favorable for you, and you might end up being guarded. It's okay. It's normal. It's part of human reaction. Somehow it's good also because it makes us more cautious when we deal with certain situations, especially if we knew from the past experiences that these situations have not been beneficial for you, especially if it is a relationship where the person has a tendency to take advantage of you. It's good to have boundaries. You can say you are wiser now, but at the same time, you remain gentle and generous, but wiser. So you have good boundaries. You should have the courage also to say no. Now, I don't know, I somehow feel we need to open up another card. So we will get another card here and try to see. Okay, don't worry. A chapter will close and a beautiful one will open. So somehow this one is guardedness. Maybe in the past you might have been hurt and a new chapter is opening. And we have here the Magician. Everything that you need for the journey is there. Now, you just have to accept. Maybe the reason why you have this guardedness is maybe there is a need for you to really accept that this has been part of your history, life history, and try to get the lessons that you can. But at the same time, it's time for you to move forward. So for some of you, maybe in the recent past, you might have had a painful experience and made you feel a little bit guarded. But the new chapter is opening, and it seems that the card is saying you are the magician. You need everything to begin this new journey. So embrace the new sunrise that is unfolding before you. Close the chapter to the past. Take the lessons with you, and yes, have good boundaries this time, so that there will be lesser chance of you being taken advantage of. So this is what we have for our tarot reading. Let us now go to the self-care tip. For our self-care tip, we have a message from Jimmy Stewart, and the message is, the secret to a happy life is to accept change gracefully. When we look at the tarot reading for today, there seems to be a transition from a chapter that has closed, that made you feel a little bit guarded. It could have been a painful chapter, because when we look at it, we had the death card, and in the death card, the king was slain. So when you look at it, for some of you, you might have been hurt in the previous chapter. But the beautiful thing about it is that there is the promise of the magician card and the Four of Wands, which promises better days. And somehow it somehow assures us also that everything that you need for this new chapter is already provided for you. Whatever painful experience you might have had, I think that painful experience has taught you life lessons that you can use in this new chapter. So when we look at this self-care tip, it says, the secret of a happy life is to accept change gracefully. So we accept that life, the wheel of life or the wheel of fortune, continues to turn. If there has been a temporary moment of pain, moment of difficulty, we know that this moment will pass. It will not be there for always. It will pass, and sooner or later, the sun will be shining again, just as in the card of the magician and in the Four of Wands. So all we have to know is to try to see always, whenever a chapter is about to close, we tell ourselves first that, yes, I recognize this as part of my life experiences, whether it was a good or a bad experiences, or a wonderful or a painful one. It is already part of my life history, and it has enriched me and has prepared me to be who I am right now. I accept this, and I try to see what lessons I can learn from it. I take the lesson from it. I try to heal from whatever pain or hurt I might have had. I present myself to the divine to heal me from this past experience. Some experience we wish we should not have, we somehow feel it would have been better if we had not experienced them, but it's part of our life and we have to accept them. They are there already, and they somehow can enrich who we are. So the best thing is for us to accept, okay, it's part of my life history, but I cannot dwell on this. I need to get the lessons from it, and together with the lessons I've gained from this experience, I move forward to the promise of a brighter future. When we have that kind of hope always that things will get better and that the difficulty will always pass, it's only a temporary thing, then it is easier for us to make a graceful transformation or a graceful acceptance of change in our life. There is a saying, there is nothing permanent except change. So there will always be change. So if the life situation is difficult, we always know that there is always the possibility that it will turn for the better in the near future. So the secret of a happy life is to accept change gracefully and to journey through these changing moments of life, marveling at the experience, being breathless as you witness the wonderful intricacies of life. So we enjoy the present moment, live by the seat of our pants, enjoy the experience, really feel. When we live the present moment, we oftentimes experience how it truly is to be alive. So live the present moment, and from that present moment we will be able to create good memories and a promising future. So this is what we have for our reading for today. I hope you were able to benefit from it. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.